Welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll continue with Home Assistant basics. I explain Home Assistant interface, go through some important basic configuration, and install the most important add-ons every beginner should start with. This video will help you understand how Home Assistant is structured and prepare a solid base for future automation. This is default dashboard, also called the overview. Dashboard are where you control and monitor your smart home. You can customize them completely, but for now, let's give you a general system overview. The map section is mainly used for presence tracking. It allows Home Assistant to track device location and they're often used for automation like detecting when someone arrives or leaves home. Energy is used to monitor electricity, gas, or water consumption. If you have smart meters or supported integration, Home Assistant can show detailed energy statistic here. Activity shows recent system action and events. It's useful to quick check if something happened in your smart home. History allows you to view the past states of device and sensor. This is especially helpful when troubleshooting automations. Media lets you control connected media players like smart speakers, TVs, or streaming devices directly from Home Assistant. To-do lists are simple task lists inside Home Assistant. They can be connected to the dashboards or used with the automations. Developer tools are mainly used for testing and debugging. Here you can manually trigger services, change entity states, and check system information. This section is very important when learning and troubleshooting Home Assistant. We'll cover this in dedicated videos. Notifications show system messages and alerts from Home Assistant. Profile settings. Each user has a profile where you can configure language, time zone, and dashboard preferences. This is also where user-specific settings are stored. Let's go to the settings. Cloud. Cloud settings are used for Home Assistant cloud features like remote access and voice assistant. We'll cover this in dedicated videos. Devices and services show all connected devices, integration, and platform in your system. Automations and scenes allows you to create logic and smart behavior for your smart home. We'll cover this in dedicated videos. Areas, labels, and zones help you organize devices by floors, rooms, function, or locations. This makes large smart homes much easier to manage. Here you can show a quick example how to update the name, icon. You can put your picture for the room. You can also put the different name for the voice assistant. For example, I want a different language. I can put a different name in another language. Also can add the temperature and humidity center for this room. At the zone session, you can add some important zones that you want for your automation. For example, work, grocery shop, parents, etc., etc. Add-ons extend Home Assistant functionality. This is where we'll install important tools in a moment. Dashboards allow you create and manage custom user interfaces. This can be multiple. This is the default one that is created. Voice assistants integrate Home Assistant with supported voice platforms. We'll discuss about in dedicated videos, of course. Tags can be used for NFC tags and quick actions. The People section allows you to manage users and family members. You can add new users here and control their permission and access. This is the default user that created. Also, we'll edit our user. Let's review the system. We have here general. Here we can update the general for our home name, time zone, currency, language. Under updates, we can see if we have system updates. Under logs, we can see the last logs that they have. We can erase it and reload it. Under backups, we see our last backups. This is internally backups. It's local storage. We'll use the dedicated video for the backups. Home Assistant Labs lets you preview on new features we're actively working on. Analytics, I enable everything to make Home Assistant better, but it depends on you. Network. One of the most important things to do earlier is configure a static IP address. By default, Home Assistant uses DHCP, which means the IP address can change. Switching to static IP ensures Home Assistant is always reachable and stable. For example, I will change the same IP that I get from DHCP, but it will be static and not be replaceable. This can be configured by this network interface or configure DHCP reservation in your router configurations. Storage shows your disk usage and helps monitor available space. You can also touch the external network storage like NAS. Hardware displays system information about your Home Assistant devices. Can show CPU, your memory storage, and all hardware. Let's install our essential add-ons. We'll go into the add-on store. This is the official add-ons. And first we'll search SSH Terminal. This add-on provides command line access to the Home Assistant. This is required for many advanced tasks and important for troubleshooting when you don't have access to the GUI. First of all, we'll install it, and before the task I will prefer to start on boot to check it, watchdog to check it, and also add it to the taskbar. I don't want to choose auto update, I will do it manually. Everything else we can leave default and we can start the add-on. The add-on is started. The next add-on that we search will be File Editor, that allows you to edit configuration files directly inside Home Assistant. It's simple and very beginner friendly. Let's install it. Before the start, again, we'll check Start on Boot, check Watchdog, and check Add to Sidebar. Again, uncheck the auto update. I will update it manually if we have updates. Before we'll start, we'll need to change something on configuration. We will also uncheck Enforce Base Path, that we have access to all config directory. We will save it, and now we can start the add-on. The add-on started, and also we can see it on the left sidebar. The next add-on that we install will be Visual Studio Code Server. It provides a powerful editor with syntax checking and the file management. It's highly recommended as your system grows. It's more sophisticated than a file editor and have many other features. So let's install it. The same, we can choose Start on Boot, Watchdog, and add it to the sidebar. Again, uncheck the auto updates. We can leave all other configuration by default. We can start the add-on. Add-on is started, also we can see it on the left sidebar. The next add-on will be Matter Server. We'll install it now and we'll configure it later when we add the Matter device. This will enable you support for Matter device inside Home Assistant. So let's install it. Again, the same, Start on Boot, Watchdog, add to sidebar, and check auto updates. Configuration we can leave default. Let's click to install it. Again, we will enable Start on Boot, Watchdog, add to the sidebar, and we can start the auto update. And we started, and we can see it on the left on the sidebar. We can leave all the configuration by default. To next add-on, the next add-on will be Mosquitto. Mosquitto is an MQTT broker used by, for example, ZipGui to MQTT, ESP Home, and many other smart devices, and we can start the add-on. The add-on is started. Also we can see it on the left sidebar. Let's install it. Again, start on boot, watchdog, uncheck the auto update. One thing that we need to add in configuration file, we can add logins. That some device that need login will create external device will get the login by user and the password. For example, I'll create the MQTT and the password will be MQTT. We'll save it. And now we can start the add-on. The add-on is started. The next add-on that we install will be Samba Share. Let's install it. Again, here we'll select start on boot, watchdog, and uncheck auto update if it's checked before. Before we start, we need to update some configuration. If we want to access by username and password, will be secured, more secured. So for our example, let's update the username will be ha and the password 1234, for example. After that, we can start the add-on. That's it. The add-on is running. We can access our files through Samba Share. For Mosquitto Broker and the Matter Server add-ons, we also need to add their integrations. Go to Devices and Services. These integrations are usually auto-discovered, so only need to add them. Add, submit. The same MQTT. Add and submit. That's it. Let's quickly review some of the add-ons that we installed today and take a look at their web UI interfaces. In next videos, we'll start connecting real devices and building automation step by step. If this video helped you, please like it and subscribe to the channel. All useful links are in the description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.